I have a love-hate relationship with social media. Good evening, I'm Jill Baker, and today I would like to share with you my concerns and viewpoint regarding social media, which is social media can actually be more harmful than helpful to our mental and social health. Many of you may disagree with me and my viewpoint, but since our mental health is often discussed, it is my opinion that social media has a direct and negative impact on how we think and about ourselves and how we communicate and believe about others. Pursue God did an article in 2020 by Alan Parr called Social Media and Christianity. They talked about the 7 traps that people can fall into when on social media. I will be discussing 3 of them that stood out to me. First, coveting. Coveting is wanting something that somebody else has, but very, very much. For instance, if you like somebody else's likes or somebody else's comments a lot more than yours, this can affect how you think about them. This can also reflect on how you look at other people's posts. For instance, if you are jealous of somebody's family or somebody's significant other, this can also lead to how you think of somebody differently. The second one is comparing. Seeing other highlights can make me believe my life sucks in comparison to somebody else's. When in reality, many of the times, the post is only what people want you to see. That isn't their full life, what goes on behind the post. And third is distraction. Imagine being on social media when you're out to dinner with friends or when you're spending time with your spouse. This can take away time from that other person, making them feel like they're not worth your undivided attention, which they are. NBC News reported on a study by Shamard Charles in 2019 about young teens and adults that had more suicidal tendencies by using social media. Face-to-face contact is better than digital contact. He stated, spending time with people face-to-face is a big protective factor against depression. We sometimes assume that communicating electronically is good, but it's not. Furthermore, in 2017, scientific studies done by Ostergaard, in his article taking Facebook at face value, showed support of the claim that using social media resulted in negative well-being for many individuals. Individuals showed more signs of depression because they may compare the reality to the highlights friends post. Therefore, get the depression that their own life compares negatively to that of other Facebook users. He also states, after this week, those assigned to the Facebook abstinence group reported significantly higher life satisfaction and more positive emotions than those assigned the Facebook as usual group. I can personally say that I have used social media to access friends and family that I have not talked to in a very long time and want to see what they're up to. Especially during the pandemic, it has helped me reconnect with friends that I knew back in school but haven't been able to talk to since I graduated high school. I can certainly appreciate those views, and I can see why somebody may be afraid to let go of that. I found myself surfing through social media quite a long time and wasting a lot of time falling into those traps that I discussed earlier, though. I would make comparisons about myself to other people and have unreal expectations about my own life. I feel that the negative aspects of social media greatly outweigh the benefits, though. For instance, Zoom and virtual classes, especially physical labs, nearly suck the life out of me. I'm a hands-on learner, and the virtual experience made it very hard for me to concentrate and take in new information, especially for my PTA program. My family and I tried a Zoom call with my extended family out in Wheelersburg, and it felt glitchy and it didn't feel personal. It felt like they weren't really there and they weren't really listening. It didn't inspire me to want to continue that virtual conversation. I developed a lot of unrealistic views seeing myself on camera, and compared to others, it seemed like I was looking totally unlike myself. I experienced a few days of withdrawal when I first got rid of social media. I realized that it was a force of habit when I tried to get back on. I noticed I had improvement in my mood, though. I felt happier and more independent and less restricted by what others' expectations and thoughts. I feel free to think and believe in my own values, and I don't worry about what others' likes or dislikes are about me. I definitely spend less time on the screen, and I replace those with other activities. I am not consumed with myself or worried about what others are doing. To conclude, I would like to make an appeal to action and ask you, my audience and my classmates, to go one full week without any social media, or longer. I'm asking you to consider my view of the negative impacts of social media on your mental and social health. I care about my well-being as well as yours, and I would love for you to experience the same freedom and peace of mind that I do. I try an actual phone call to reach out to friends or family and go out and have face-to-face conversations. Note your mood and changes in your leisure time activities from day to day as you get off of social media. Hopefully you can enjoy some positive results like I did, and you can strengthen your relationships and have more time with others and activities and experience a more positive outlook on self and others without any comparisons or judgments.